Brace the rudders! Raise the sails! Raise the sails!
Captain, an unidentified ship is approaching. Over.
Roger. Wait, is that an enterprise sales solution?
Reach sales professionals, not professional sailors. With LinkedIn ads, you can target the right people by industry, job title, and more. We'll even give you a $100 credit on your next campaign. Get started today at linkedin.com/results. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, it's Paris. You know I love sparkly things, right? Like stars. Duh. And thanks to Hilton and AutoCamp, I just slept under them. Picture me, serving looks by the fire outside my luxurious Airstream, making s'mores with the kids, while a national park is our backdrop. The great outdoors meets Hilton hospitality. That's hot. Explore all the new ways to stay at Hilton.com. Hilton for the stay.
With a major selection of the looks your kiddos love starting at just $4 in the Walmart app, a new school year means a stylish new them. Who knew? Find skater skirts and Crocs that say, I'm casual but cool. Sparkly sneakers that say, it's my classroom, you're just learning in it. And preppy polos that say, I'm the teacher's pet, even if they're mommy's menace at home. Find their favorite styles starting at just $4 in the app. The Walmart you thought you knew is now new.
Got some good news for your ears. More of that good stuff is coming up. And even better news for your hair. The best hair care is at Sephora. They've got all kinds of products for every kind of hair. From brands like Amika, Kerastase, Day, and K18. You knew where to get great audio. Now, you know where to get great hair care too. Sephora, good news for great hair. Shop hair care now at Sephora.com.
This episode is brought to you by Nespresso Virtuo coffee machines. Ready to enjoy the bold flavors of barista-quality Nespresso iced coffee at home? Simply fill a glass with ice and press the brew button on your Virtuo pop machine to enjoy rich double espressos roasted to stand up even when chilled. Refreshingly bold iced coffee. Refreshingly easy to make at home. Visit Nespresso.com to shop now.
I knew it. Another Heard At Media production.
Hey, Roxanne.
Hey, Chantel.
We switched it up on you guys.
I know. Usually I say hey first.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we are back, you guys. Chantel was on her baby moon, which is so funny. And we'll talk about the baby moon in our next episode. But it's so funny because in McBee Dynasty, remember how Casey and Cole go on a baby moon and then Steven's like, what the fuck is that? And you were just on your baby moon. And during your baby moon, we had an interview with Steven that we did. And you were literally in Florida. And you went to Florida and doing that interview. So
yeah, I had the curtains behind me. I brought my laptop, I brought my headphones, I brought it all.
Yeah, shout out to you. You were committed there. So I'm excited because last week we missed McBee Dynasty, the episode, because again, you were out. So I'm excited. And by the way, our interview with Steven did so well. And I'm glad that I saw a lot of people saying that they saw like a different side to him almost. And I agree. Like, I feel like, not that but I never really thought he was like an issue or anything. But I think that like, you just see that they are like boys that are raised very well. But I think the thing about the show and what makes it so good is that they like don't even realize they're being filmed.
I know.
And imagine if we that's when reality TV was good. When people didn't realize like the outcome and that you're actually being filmed and you're not just like thinking about what you're going to say. Imagine like right now, Chantal, us doing that. We could never, first off, we could never.
You know too much, first of all.
Yeah, we could never. And we would it just wouldn't work. So but it did really, really well. And I'm so glad because I know a lot of you guys have been starting to watch it and you guys like it. And I'm like, anytime I explain the show to people, I'm like, how would you not want to watch it based on my description right now? So,
well, explain it to us. I want to hear your description then.
Well, I talk about affairs, brothers, like family, giving you New Jersey circa, where everyone loves watching families on the show, whether it's like the Kathy Hilton, Kyle Richards stuff, like siblings, like everyone loves watching siblings. I mean, think about
But
keeping up.
it's the most real, you guys. It's the most real. It makes the most sense.
Yeah, exactly. There's connection there. And you're not about to be like, I don't care to not be friends with this person anymore. No, that's not how it works. Like, this is your sibling at the end of the day. And if you cross the line, your sibling's going to beat the shit out of you, you know? And you guys then have to see each other the next day. So it's like, I love that type of stuff, even though it's super, super toxic. But brothers like get over things. It's different with men, right?
And I think that's what's like a little bit more refreshing is like we haven't had a full like man focused show really on Bravo. And I think that's why it's also refreshing too.
It's refreshing to have a man like show.
Yeah, like just to watch like men.
Ooh, okay. I feel
Cool
like we
men.
do have men. I feel like we have that with real estate shows.
Yeah, but then that's like more focus. Like I love those shows too, but it's like more focused on like the real estate. You know, it's like not really like family and drama and things like that.
So before we get into the episode though, Chantel, so before I was watching McBee Dynasty, like the kids went to bed and I opened up my porch and we got some beef sticks, but they're high protein meat sticks from McBee and they weren't in stock when I made that order. So these are like packaged up like how are they packaged up?
Like
Chantel?
individually, you're saying.
Yeah,
So like
they're
individual
individually
sticks, like,
packaged up.
yeah, you could take them on the go.
Yes, and there's like 10 grams of protein, 90 calories. You guys, I had one and literally, first off, it is so filling and we need to do a review on this and I'm going to take some pictures of it too. So good. I think
Make
we're
sure
going to
you
like
give me some.
Oh,
And
I
you
know.
don't
There's
them
a
all.
lot. And we also got McBee hats. And
Oh, fun.
yeah, Steven gave us some McBee hats. You guys, like, I'm gonna wear that shit in Michigan. Like, do you think people will know?
I don't know.
They're coming out with a merch line. So, like, we need to figure out like all the details on their merch line and stuff. And I'm happy for them. I think they deserve success. You guys, their ratings are better than the Real Housewives of Miami.
No way.
Yeah. Like,
What was the number? Do you know? It was like over 500,000.
no, it was Chantal. Like, let's think about this though. These are just live, like you're watching live. No one in there, like really, truly, very limited people watch shows live now. So this is just live. It was like 400,000, and Miami was like way lower than that. Even Orange County, like one of their episodes was like 300,000.
Yeah, you know what? Also, too, it's like the summertime. Like I swear, people don't watch as much TV during the summer.
No, but there are shows like doing exceptional and on Peacock. It's doing amazing, and it's doing better than the Real Housewives. Like,
yeah, it's crazy. I swear, it's a great show. Great show.
So yeah. Anyways, I'm going to be wearing my McBee hat this week, and I wonder if anyone from Michigan is going to be like, "Wait, what?" You know, I don't know. That would be so funny though.
Let's see.
All right, let's get into the episode. Chantal,
Well,
yeah,
go ahead. I want to see what you're going to say.
Well, I was going to ask if you knew that Allie was pregnant.
Yeah, oh my God, I was just going to say that to you.
Yeah, did you know?
Yes, I did know. I knew that from last week's episode because I was like, just stalking all their Instagrams and I wrote down the dates and I was like, this doesn't make sense. I was like, she got married in October and she had a baby in April. And I'm like, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. And I was like, no way. So she literally was like 2.5 months, 3 months pregnant at her wedding.
Which you guys, what Jesse did would send me being pregnant, dude.
I know, but like
fucking crazy.
But now I think it makes a lot more sense. Like imagine like getting married, finding out you're about to be a dad. Like that's a lot, So like I just feel so much more like I feel bad for him. But like look how they did not mention it at all. Like at all. They're like, we're not even bringing this up.
Yeah, they're different. They're the different ones. So they're like the private ones. They're the ones who would be like 7 months pregnant and then say like we're having a baby and it's like, oh, when are you due? And they're like, oh, in 2 months. And everyone's like, wait, what? So you can tell that Jesse is like more private. Whereas in Cole, I feel like when like Casey peed on the pregnancy test, he went and he called everybody up.
Yeah. Did you realize like Steven Jr. made a comment, something about like babies or something like that, or like and like I
wrote about it.
Yeah, like oh, you said you wrote about it?
Yeah.
Okay, because like I stared at their faces and like low key you could tell they were like shook, but I was like, I wonder if Steven knew at that point.
I don't think so. I don't think so at all. They'd beat the shit out of him if he did that, But like, would he do that? We need to find out about that.
Him.
Yeah, right. And like, let's ask because that's crazy. But I don't know. I felt really bad for her though. By the way, when I finished with the show, I stalked every single one of their Instagrams and I thought the same. I was like, this girl was like not far off from Casey at all, which like was shocking to me. And I wonder if like I feel like you think Casey's family or Allie's family is like pretty conservative. So they're like they would die if she's announced she was pregnant before her wedding.
Yeah, maybe like, you know, and or I think it's because like it clearly they were engaged before, so they were engaged when they got pregnant. So like it's just like happened. So it's like you might as well just keep on the like low, and you're about to get married, so it's like don't say anything.
I don't know how people accidentally get pregnant.
I think it happens.
When people though say like, "Oh, it was like married people," they'll be like, "Oh, it was a shock." I'm like, "Dude, there is like no shock to that at all."
To
So,
me, I don't understand how it's a shock, but like I think people will think they know their cycle so well, and they're like, "Oh, there was no way it was gonna happen. It happened on this time." I'm like, "Okay, like whatever." It's
you
still
guys,
not a shock. Like you're having.
literally someone's gonna write a bad review right now and be like, "How dare Roxanne say that people can't be surprised by that?" I mean, like, yeah, I know there are like really one-offs, especially like, I don't know if you're
I
trying to.
think if like I think if you're like, you know, like right now, like if they're engaged and like you're stressed about things and like you're just kind of doing your business, like you're not really paying attention, and then you're like, holy shit, I'm pregnant. But I don't think it's ever 100% shock. Like if you're having sex unprotected or if you're doing things and you're not on
Right.
birth control, like and people still get pregnant on birth control. But like I'm just saying if there's like, you know, if there's so many other things that you're not doing, like it shouldn't really be that of a shock. Like there's still a chance. Like everyone knows that.
You know what scene I always think about that we never talked about? In season 1, Allie was like at that strip club or whatever the hell it was, and then they pick her up and her ass was like out, and like I died because Jesse was like, she doesn't even do that at home for me.
But it was the best. But it was so sad actually because Jesse's the best one, and it's like, why is she doing that to make him jealous? Like he's like an angel.
Yeah, yeah. But see, when we say that Jesse's the best one, like there's so much pressure for us, and I'm pretty sure even for him, he's like, damn, everyone thinks I'm great. Like I can't make a mistake. I mean, what makes him the best one?
That he doesn't act like a slime ball, and he doesn't cheat on her on national TV and kiss girls and like act drunk. So yeah, to me, he's the best one.
I still like Cole though.
I mean, would you like Cole as a boyfriend?
No, they're too young. They shouldn't be doing stuff like
Yeah,
that.
I'm just
They're too
like that's. I'm
young.
saying he's the best one in the sense of being a good boyfriend and like a good, you know, good guy to his girl.
Cole's making changes, so I am actually pretty proud of him. And I think that like with Steven, I mean, Chantel, what's wrong with Steven?
When he was in Nashville, he let those two twins like ride on him when he was dating
Oh,
Kara. So, yeah, like, and
I
again,
beat
I
his
love
ass,
Steven.
dude.
Like
Yeah,
I love Steven too, but damn, like I don't know. It's like they're easily manipulated right there.
I know, but Chantel, this is with cameras rolling. Like, let's think about this. If we're in our 20s or in our 30s and like we're dating a guy and they're at places like this, you really think that they're sitting there? I already told you guys that 90% of men cheat. So we're really thinking that like a man is like, no, 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 no. Stop. I have a girlfriend back at home.
No,
Especially
I just
like even the twins, they were the ones like on Steven. And I'm like, damn, like at that point, I would be like to my man, like, I don't blame you. Like, look, they're on you. Like, I mean, obviously, no, like it's not okay regardless. But
no, I mean like they shouldn't have came back to the house or something. But like no, I
yeah,
think
yeah.
it's just funny at that point because like we're watching it. It's like one thing for us to say like, oh my god, a lot of guys cheat, but for us to see it, it's like damn.
Yeah, no. See, you guys, I'm telling you. That's why you don't when a guy says like you know how they'll be like it's only the guys going. I would look at my man and be like, no, it's not. I'm coming no matter what. So you can tell their girls to come like I'm coming no matter what. What are you gonna do? Leave me over it? Then bye. Like you know, I would do that. But maybe these girls like are scared and they want their ring because I feel like I told you once Casey got pregnant, she started bossing up. I don't blame her though. I would do the same thing.
And they use like and in this scenario, they like use the work as an excuse. So it's like, okay, what can you say?
Yeah. Um. Okay, so wait, there was like a scene in the beginning of this episode where when he's like having his panic attack and talking to Allie about it, he's like, I don't know if I could do this anymore. But Chantal, it sounded like a mouth over.
Oh, really? I didn't catch that.
Well, you don't see his mouth saying it. And I was like, wait, did someone just like add that? Can someone tell me?
Oh.
Because I need to know about that.
I just thought the whole situation, like, Allie was just the best. Like, for her to be like, "Do you want to postpone it?" Like that would take so much in me to have to say that to my husband, my like future husband. Like, "Do you want to postpone it?" Like, I would die.
Yeah.
What if he said yeah?
Yeah. So then
I
would.
I'm kidding.
But then I feel like I would act like how Allie acts. But then once we get married, I'm so toxic that I would never forget that. No, really, I'm so toxic. I would never forget that. I would literally be like, "Remember when you put me through that when I was pregnant? Do you remember that?" So toxic. So toxic.
Okay, Kala.
I know. Literally, like, I get where Cal is coming from, not gonna lie. But listen, Jesse's whole journey and what he's saying is real. And I don't want to knock him for it because, like, at least he's being honest with his feelings. But then I think about Allie and how much she had to carry because, like, all that emotional weight and him saying these things to her, and she's literally out here pregnant with his baby.
And you guys' first trimester is literally by far the worst thing in the world. So, like, I don't know how she was planning her wedding, doing all that, like, going through all that. Like, that is crazy.
And this was like a week before her wedding, you guys.
I know.
And it's interesting because we see her mom later on in the episode, and her mom was like, "Yeah, Allie's been really tired." And I was like, "Girl, yeah, she's tired."
No, I got that vibe that Allie's mom didn't really like Jesse. Did you get that vibe?
No, not at all.
Oh, I just felt like she just didn't like. She was just like over him, not like really caring about certain things. Like, you could just tell, like, to me, like, it felt like she was just like, I don't know. I got that vibe from her in the beginning. But then, like, when I saw her and, like, Jesse's mom, like, talk and, like, have lunch, I was like, okay, she's cool.
That's a dream come true. They've known each other's families. The moms are like BFFs. That's a dream come true. Our kids marrying each other. Like, are you kidding me? Like, no way. But yeah, like, obviously, like, her daughter's stressed, and who knows if the mom knew she was pregnant and she's like pissed about that.
Yeah.
Most moms are like, well, why couldn't you just have waited till you're married? I mean, that's just like, but nothing wrong with not waiting, but I feel like in that world, they would be like that. I don't know. But Jesse was saying that there's like so much pressure, and it just kind of bothered me though, because he's been with Allie for like 10 years. And again, this is why women get so bitter, because like, you've been with me for 10 years. You're saying there's so much pressure. Like, either you know or you don't know.
You know that feeling when summer plans are in full swing, but your to-do list looks a lot like it's also on vacation? That was me last month. Between hosting friends, running errands, and juggling work, the last thing I wanted to do was spend my Saturday deep cleaning. That's when I booked HomeAglow. HomeAglow is this amazing 5-star home service platform that makes your space clean and tidy without you lifting a finger. You just hop on their website, pick the day and time you want, choose the length of your cleaning, and boom, you're matched with a background-checked cleaner you can read reviews about before booking. My cleaner had a 4.9 star rating and was so thorough. I actually had time to sit outside and enjoy my coffee while my house was transformed. And the best part, their Forever Clean membership saves you $30 an hour on future cleanings. So you can book unlimited cleaning starting at just $19 an hour, all backed by their happiness guarantee. 100% of cleaning fees and tips go straight to your cleaner, so you're also supporting someone in your community. Take home cleaning off your plate this summer with HomeAglow. Head to homeaglow.com/TRH to get your first 3 hours of cleaning for only $19. That's HomeAglow.com/TRH.
USAA knows dynamic duos can save the day, like superheroes and sidekicks, or auto and home insurance. With USAA, you can bundle your auto and home and save up to 10%. Visit USAA.com/bundle.
Bundle savings are off total premium, not available in all states or in all situations. To qualify, auto policy must be active prior to property policy issue, subject to change. Restrictions apply. Membership eligibility and product restrictions apply and are subject to change. USAA means United Services Automobile Association and its affiliates, San Antonio, Texas.
As a sports fan, I have to confess, sometimes the game gets kind of boring. That's when I unfold my Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7 and use multi-window viewing on its large screen. Boring game? I'm checking out my fantasy baseball league at the same time. Score still 1-0? I'm replying to emails in the other window, scoring points with the boss. Semifinals finally getting exciting? I'm buying tickets to the finals and booking my flights. Can your phone do that?
The new Galaxy Z Fold 7. Get yours at Samsung.com.
New season, new chaos in college football.
Let's go! Big stage, big opportunity.
This Labor Day weekend, the wildness lives on ABC, ESPN, and the all-new ESPN app.
What a way to start!
Featuring top 10 teams like Clemson, Notre Dame, Alabama, and LSU, and Bill Belichick's debut at North Carolina.
It's so special when these teams collide.
Don't miss a lineup filled with electric matchups.
Welcome back to college football.
Kickoff week presented by Modelo. Labor Day weekend on ESPN and ABC. Also available to stream on the all-new ESPN app.
My cat Freddie loves to be brushed and cuddled. But stirring up his cat allergens meant sneezing and itchy eyes. Then I found Purina One Live Clear. It's cat food that reduced the major allergen and my suffering in as little as 21 days. Now, we feel closer than ever. If you have issues with cat allergens, you really need to try Purina One Live Clear.
Try new Purina One Live Clear today. Purina One, a difference from day one.
How do you top your love for your cat? With a cascade of decadent savory gravy over a mouth-watering mousse pâté. Fancy Feast gems. 2 gourmet pâtés in one convenient pack. Simply peel and plate to reveal a pyramid shape that makes eating delightful and pamper her with an experience as extraordinary as she is. Turn the everyday into the extraordinary with Fancy Feast gems.
This episode is sponsored by Friskies, who would like to tell your cats hi. Now, if that didn't get your cat's attention, there is one thing that always does the trick. Just pour some Friskies crunchy food in the bowl and you'll hear those paws come running. Works every time. With so many Friskies choices, you can always bring your cats running from their secret napping spots. There's always more to explore. See for yourself at friskies.com or visit your local store.
Really?
Really? Okay,
Yeah,
Chantel.
I mean, I just feel like
You gave your man an ultimatum after like 2 years.
3. I just and I'm older, but I just feel like for him, like, and where they grew up, like, I can understand that though. It's like, for us, like, we don't like really like, not that no one believes in divorce when they still get divorced, but like we don't really like come from that. And it's like, I don't know, like he has so much like in his ear, especially with his dad, other people, like I can see why he feels that way.
Yeah. By the way, I thought we were like, this is, we were cool because I was like, oh, they're our age. But no, that Steven's actually 30 and that Jesse's 28.
I knew Steven was 30, so I knew they were definitely younger than
No,
us.
but on Google, it said 32 or 33.
Oh.
Yeah. And it said that Jesse was 30. We talked about this. Google's usually not wrong. I don't know. That was weird. Anyways. So like, yeah, they end up, wow, I just like had a little brain thing.
I was like, what's the next scene that you're going to want to talk about?
Well, I wanted to talk about the scene of them getting ready for the wedding and like picking out designs and stuff. And this is where I guess you're saying that the mom really wasn't into him. I don't know. I didn't sense that. Honestly,
like when he came and he was late, she's just staring at him. And then when they're eating and like, he's like saying he has to go back and like, he's not gonna really be in with the design. She's just like staring at him. Like, who does he think he is? Basically, it's like, he doesn't have to really be involved. That's like that's how I took it.
I'd be happy if my husband didn't want any design input. Like, what are you going to tell me? It's my, like, I don't know.
I think the difference is though, it's like you want them. It's like, I didn't, with my wedding, for example, it's like, I didn't want him to tell me like, oh, I want this, but like, I wanted him to care enough to have to sit there through it with me because like, why am I doing it?
Well, I mean, I don't think anything's wrong with like you doing it.
No, it's annoying. Like, you think I want to pick it out sometimes? Like, no, I don't. It's like annoying. So it's like, you should sit there with me too. We're doing it together. We're picking things out together.
You're saying that you did that stuff, like you did the designer centerpiece together and whatever.
He was on every meeting with me. And like, that's the thing. If I'm going to be on a Zoom call, you're going to be on a Zoom call. Like, why am I just doing that? It's just because I'm a girl?
Well,
no.
You had a wedding in Mexico. That's completely different.
But anything, it's like the guy should be involved. It's our wedding. So it's like, you might not have to tell me you want like blush color, roses, but like, I'm showing you what I'm picking out. Do you at least like it? Like, is this okay? Like, you should be there. You should be involved.
Right, but he showed up
to eat and then he had to leave.
Yeah, like, so honestly, but I don't know. I feel like I prefer that. I don't like, need that. I mean, Chanel, you came to mine and so did my mother-in-law, but I didn't even ask my husband to come.
I know. I prefer them to be more involved, just to care more.
Yeah, something's like wrong with me.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, well, that was like cool. Like he came, but like, I'd be like, why are you here? I don't know. What do you think about Jesse saying that he's not going to cancel the wedding just because of anxiety attacks?
I mean, I agree. Like sometimes people just go through something. You don't cancel like a big major life event like that. Especially if he wasn't feeling like, am I making the right decision with Allie? Like if that wasn't your main focus, like, and you're just scared about other things and scared about some of the pressure, it's like everyone feels a little bit scared. Everyone has that like moment.
Yeah. I want Christy to come on our podcast so badly.
She's so good.
Oh my goodness. Like
She's like a
I
dream mother-in-law. Like that's like the mother-in-law we need.
oh,
We all
Jesus,
need.
literally. I had tweeted that. Like I was like, God, she is the mother-in-law we all wish for. And they were like, that's really not nice, Roxanne, because you have a mother-in-law. And I was like, okay, whoa. Like
Oh,
no,
we love our mother-in-laws too, but I'm just saying like she just seems
yeah.
like she just seems like she always thinks about the girls. So it's
Yeah,
like
love it.
even though when like I know you're about to bring up like Jesse and like her have a conversation outside about the prenup and she just like I don't love that idea and she's constantly thinking like what would I feel as a girl? What would they feel as a girl? And it's like that's like the type of thing. It's like and I think most mother-in-laws always think like about what their sons in those moments. Like they're thinking about what their sons are going through and what their, what they feel, not
Yeah.
about what the girl feels. So it's like, that's what we say when there's like a dream mother-in-law.
Well, here's the thing. So many mother-in-laws, they treat their sons' wives like outsiders. And for me, when I was watching that scene, she like her saying absolutely not about the prenup and even thinking about the family and thinking about how that could make the family look like she sees them as equals. Like she doesn't just see them as daughter-in-laws, like she sees them as daughters. And I think that's like the dream. Like we all want that. So, but it's hard for moms to, you know, differentiate the two. So just seeing that, I'm like, she's just such a girl's girl. And that's why I'm loving that she has two granddaughters now because she deserves that. But I also feel like she's been through so much trauma that she does not want that for these women. And she does not want her sons to be the reason.
Yeah, and I think what was also nice too is like she even mentioned like Allie has been there through everything with you for the last 10 years. So like she like if and then the point, like, yeah, she does deserve the farm. Like, if something happened, like she does deserve that. Like she's gonna be there with you through everything.
The one person, that page that I really did stalk, that I actually went back in their photos was Allie, and they really were like little kids.
Mhm.
And I literally went, she doesn't have a lot, so it was like easy to look at her post. Now I'm probably going to do that if I don't fall asleep tonight or something for the rest of them. But like I did do it with her, and yeah, they were obviously in a very committed relationship. And I do still think that they kind of give off like friend vibes, but like they obviously have love for each other. They're obviously doing the deed, so it's fine. Sometimes it's nice to be friends with your spouse, so I guess it's fine. But you know what? I get why Jesse would want a prenup, to be honest. My issue with the prenup is him bringing it up 2 weeks before the wedding. Like that's not okay. If you want a prenup, have a conversation with me when we get engaged or even before we get engaged. Like this is a big conversation before we get engaged. Like, hey, if I do propose to you, would you be okay with a prenup?
But
Like,
does Jesse want it or he's just doing it because like Steven and Steven Jr. are telling him he needs to do it?
yeah, but I understood at the end of the episode. I really did actually understand this when
Oh, I
Steven said,
100% me too.
yeah, when Steven said, if you don't do this, like if you don't do a prenup, you set the tone, meaning that means like, okay, like right now, if I got married to Steven or if I got married to Cole and Jesse got married first and his girl didn't sign a prenup, how dare you ask me to sign a prenup, but my sister-in-law is not signing a prenup?
And it was so shady how like they panned to what's her name? They panned to her and like I'm like, damn, but then,
Allie?
yeah, they panned no, not Allie.
Who, Casey?
Yeah, Casey. They panned to Casey, and then like Steven saved himself and was like, "Yeah, and my future wife," But like, that's so true though. It really is like, especially for Casey. Like, I think it's Steven's future wife, like whoever that is, like she is going to be like coming later on. But for Casey, she's already having his baby, and if they do get married, like why would she sign a prenup either?
Yeah, Casey's literally watching this show and she's looking at Cole saying, I'm not signing it because Allie didn't. And Jesse said that he didn't want Allie to. So why would you want me? Do
Yeah.
you not think our relationship is as serious? Like, how
Uh-huh.
insulting is that? He really does set the fucking tone, and that's not a good thing at all. But then, like, this is the person that you're going to marry. I don't think that Casey and Allie are red flags. I think they're actually ride or die chicks. And that's why Christy wants to protect those women because they are ride or die tricks. Oh my God, ride or die chicks. And, they have been with her son, despite like if they've ever wronged them and stuff. Although I don't think Jesse's ever wronged. Has he? No, he hasn't wronged Allie, right?
Not that we've known.
I'm sure he has, dude. They've been together for so long. I'm sure they both have, whatever. Especially because they're like dating when they were so young. But yeah, like the whole thing to me is the conversation of it being 2 weeks before. That's the problem.
And she's pregnant, knowing us that she's pregnant is crazy.
Okay, I have to say something about Kala. Like, like some people like to say she's crazy or whatever, a gold digger or whatever it is. I mean, she did go on a show where it was like someone's either rich or someone's poor. So whatever, like, she knows what she wants. But to find
That was
out,
nice.
yeah, to find out that her sister who passed has a 3-year-old daughter,
Yep.
I like feel like no one's like kind of understanding what this woman's been through.
Dude, I started crying in this scene, and I think it's probably because I'm so close to having a baby. I was just like bawling my eyes out when like she's explaining the story. I felt so bad and just so sad. And then I don't know, I just started thinking of my own life, and I was like, that is just so sad for this little 3-year-old too. And then for the mom to have to like be the caretaker, and then like I'm sure she has to step up so much more for this little girl. Just so sad.
No, that is the most heartbreaking thing ever. If I was Kella, I would probably like have her move in with me. I don't know. Like that's a lot for her mom. But anyways, grandmas are the best thing in the entire world. Like my kids love my mom more than me. Just kidding. But they're like obsessed with my mom. So, I mean, I'm sure it's good. But I was like, damn, like she's really been through it. And I swear, I know we keep bringing this up, but then I just think about how
They didn't text her.
yeah, and I'm like, how? Like, look at this 3-year-old. And now that I think though, like Allie and Casey, they seem like honestly like great girls raised from great families. And I'm sure now, especially having a daughter, just like thinking that that daughter could lose their mom and like what that whole family is going through. Like Chantal, I think about Jack because Jack just turned 3. And I mean, I have all littles, like I have 4 under 6, but like they need me. Like they fucking need me. They are obsessed with like me and their dad. So it's like I just cannot imagine like oh my gosh, that poor 3-year-old to
Yeah,
be
it really.
not be able to have their mom to get ripped like gosh, it just really sucks so badly. So I'm like, damn, like Cal has really been through it. Like, I think we should all pay for her apartment the next like damn year or something. Like, I swear to God, she's been through a lot. That I'm like,
That's
you
like
know what?
Christy's amazing. Like just like for I don't know for that to happen, like for them to know to like recognize that and just say like we're gonna help out like whatever it takes, And I just think that's like she needs that.
And the thing is, Christy is such a good woman, and we will talk about it more in this episode. She really is such a great woman that I'm like, there's no way that Christy doesn't look at it from the outside and say, like, listen, she's honestly been through a lot. Like, I don't know. I
No,
need
I
to get
think that's I think she's too good to like her own fault because like she does think of those things. Like she knows and she thinks about those things a lot actually. And that's
yeah.
like, what drives her to do the things that we're all like, why the hell would you do that?
Yeah. So in the last episode, I don't think we talked about this. Steven asked Kella to come to his brother's wedding. You guys, what do you think about that?
Steven. He loves like the like back and forth. It just like makes him like excited. I don't know. I mean, I don't think like she should be there, especially what happened, like what we saw at like
The
the
cabin.
yeah. So it's like I don't think she should be there. And I think if you know that your relationship is done, why would you want her at the wedding? Like your brother's wedding.
Yeah, I know. I mean, like, I don't blame him just because, like, I do feel like when you're the oldest and you see like younger people, not that they're younger, they're all like literally the same age. They're all like close, like back to back in age pretty much. But when you see them all get married, you're like, I want to bring a date. Like, it'll be more fun. But it's like, Steven, not this girl. Like, you cannot bring this girl. Like, let's be real here. Especially the whole situation with your mom. Like, you have so much respect and love for your mom. Your mom absolutely does not want this. You cannot bring her. I still want them together though.
I know, but it just like it's like one of the days that like you just don't want any drama, and it's like,
Yeah.
what if that happened? And it's like, do you want them to blame you?
Yeah. So Chrissy goes out to lunch with Allie's mom. And while she's out to lunch with her, she gets a text message and it's from Galyna. And I'm like, oh no, okay. Okay. Maybe Chrissy shouldn't have had a sit down with Galyna because it obviously got Galyna comfortable enough to text her and ask to come to Christy's son's wedding, despite, being the mistress at one point. I personally don't think Galyna should have texted. If anything, Jesse should have asked his mom if she'd be comfortable versus like, when you give someone an inch and now Galena's like out here texting her and it's like, girl, like, I mean, this is Christy's day as well. So I'm like,
And also, like, you're not dating him anymore. So it's like you're really like at this point, you're just a coworker. Okay. So it's like the fact that you even like think that, not that I'm not saying she shouldn't be invited, because I'm sure he invited a lot of coworkers, but I'm just saying like it's just like weird that you're like asking the mom to be invited to this wedding.
It's weird because obviously they've decided to move on.
Yeah.
But it's like weird because like although she's moving on for the sake of her sons, but like you still did her so wrong.
You hurt her family.
However, well, I mean, I'm sure Steven was doing quite a bit of things with other women,
Oh,
but
yeah, of course.
But again, we don't know what Steven told Galyna, but still, it doesn't make it better. It doesn't make it
She was
right.
cleaning their house. Like, what do you mean what he told her?
I know, dude. That's so bad.
Like, no.
It's kind of like the Arnold Schwarzenegger thing when what did he like he slept with like the maid and then she continued to like be their maid and then would bring her son around and it was like Arnold's son.
Oh my gosh.
That's like, oh my goodness. But you know what about that story? It's actually really sad because the siblings like don't talk to that son, but it's like, it's not his fault.
And it's sad because it seems like the siblings are very close too.
Yeah, it's so messed up. I'm not gonna lie. But anyways, moving on from that, yeah, like Chrissy's like, she's like, I have to think about it. And then we find out later on that they had the best crops that they ever had. And good on Cole, because he does work hard. Like he is like the blue collar guy and he does a lot of the labor. And Steven was nice. He acknowledged it. So I was, happy for Cole because, he had a moment. He's making good changes.
Listen, you could be president of operations.
Yeah.
VP of operations is your title.
But you guys, I was dying though. Like this was the scene we talked about when Steven asked if Jesse and Allie were having kids and Jesse's face did like a little twitch.
Yeah.
And you could immediately tell they were both dying. Like you could see their heart beating out of their chest.
Yeah. If you guys didn't know, and you guys have to go back and pay attention now because it really makes such a difference watching it.
Yeah. Back to Chrissy, because she's obviously so mature, and I really do think she needs to teach classes to like young women on how to react to things. She tells Jesse that she's good with Galyna.
And like, I do want to say something too, real quick, because like it's been like what, like 3-4 years from the divorce? Is it 4 or 5? Like it's not like it's like 15 years of like we've been divorced. Like this woman to have this type of like grace is crazy.
Do you think she has like the ick from Steve? Is that
100%,
why?
Yeah, 100%. And like she got to move on and she got to be successful in her own right. I think that's helpful too. But yeah, she has the ick from her own husband, but it's just like crazy. Like to have, just because you have the ick from him, it's like doesn't mean you want to like give grace to like his mistress.
I miss him on the show.
I know. We need to see him on
I miss him on you guys, I'm so toxic. I've been toxic this entire episode, but I really do. And I'm like, come back. I mean, it's still so incredible, but like, I miss him. Like, remember when I brought up that scene of, I'm actually dying now that I think about it. That scene of like when he came upstairs and he started
to cuss him out.
You guys, I think it's just trauma because of what we dealt with like our parents, and like our parents like are, they're crazy. So like, they don't give a shit, So like, I just like think about like what our parents would do in that situation and how they would be like bipolar and come up and do the same thing. And they'd probably hit us in front of like
everyone.
Yeah. And embarrass the hell out of us, dude. So first generation kids over here, but I don't know. But I was like just dying. I don't know. I just miss him back on the show. I really, really do. Because to me, that scene was so funny. And I don't think people talk about it enough. I really don't. But
as a contractor, I don't pay for materials I don't use. So why would I pay for stuff I don't need in my mobile plan? That's why the new MyBiz plan from Verizon Business is so perfect. Now I can choose exactly what I want, and I only pay for what I need.
Right now, with MyBiz plan, get our best price, as low as $25 a line. Visit Verizon.com/business to get started today.
New lines only. Price per month with 5+ lines. Includes auto pay and paper-free billing and promotional discount. Taxes, fees, economic adjustment charge. Applicable add-ons, prices, and terms apply. Guarantee applies to base monthly rate and stated discounts only. Add-on prices additional. Offers end September 30th, 2025.
Who says you can't be the topic of conversation for all the right reasons? The Hyundai Tucson Hybrid pairs bold presence with advanced technology and sleek style. It's everything you didn't know you needed in an SUV and then some. Okay, Hyundai. Visit HyundaiUSA.com to learn more.
Jif peanut butter. It's that jiffing good, it doesn't really need advertising. So instead, enjoy the calming sounds of the ocean. Jif. It's that jiffing good. Get your Jif at jif.com.
Lowe's knows that no matter your paint project, saving is at the top of your list. That's why when you shop today, you can buy one, get one free select Valspar and HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams one-coat coverage interior paints via rebate. Shop these deals in-store or online today at Lowe's. We help, you save. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Discount taken at time of purchase. See sales associate for details. Offer valid 8/21 through 9/3.
Learning through play starts with Lego Duplo. With Lego Duplo, toddlers can develop real-life skills while having fun with colorful bricks made just for them. Large, easy to grip, and safe to explore. When children express themselves with Lego Duplo, they build patience, problem-solving, and empathy. See your child learn perseverance and self-expression with everything they imagine and create. Visit lego.com/preschool to learn more.
Yeah. So okay, back to Chrissy. So she's obviously like super mature. And again, I do think she needs to teach young women on how to react, because I think that a lot of, not even women, just like in general, people just are very bitter. And she's like, why am I going to waste my energy being bitter? You know, it's easier for her. Her kids are all older too. And they all like love and respect their mom so much. So, and then she's like successful without him. And there's like baggage with him where she's like successful and like living her best life. And she's not like worried about money or anything. Like she's doing very, very well. But, she says that she's good with Galyna coming to the wedding because she cares for the boys and protects them. And I do agree with that. That Galyna does. Like Galyna does. Like, Chanel, when you say that she's a coworker, like they obviously have like a way closer relationship.
I know, but at the end of the day, like, what is she to them if she's not dating the dad?
Yeah. You know what I think about though? Like when
Like that other girl, you know, that one that narrates a show? I forgot her name. Is it what's her,
Tessa?
what?
Tessa?
Yeah, Tessa. Like Tessa obviously is like a coworker, but she's like family to them. Like that Galyna can have the same vibe, that's fine. But like she came into the family a different way. So like, there's always gonna be that stigma.
But you know how like Chantal, like when we got married, our parents invited all their like business partners or people they worked with, and like so they just people do. I mean, obviously the situation is completely different.
That's what I'm saying. Like a Tessa being invited, 100%. Like she's part of the family, like whatever. If you want to invite like your business partner because you're best friends with them, great. But like this girl, like it's like for her to feel like it was just crazy. I don't know. And then like then when we're gonna get to it, like the way she reacts to her mistress, like or her, like to Masha, I'm just like, where?
I know. Well, but you know what I was thinking about? Like when I saw her act like that, like I thought about like my own situation with my mom about me inviting my dad's wife and how upset my mom was. But like I think that like I don't know, is it because it's a cultural thing that they're like way more emotional?
No, maybe, but and I also think again, like, if Steven was dating Galyna, like I think there could be more to be said to like why she should be invited a little bit more. Like they're still together, like you know, all these things. Like let my dad have a +1. Like she works for us. Like we've been around her for so long, but like I think because they're split up, like too, that's why like I'm feeling like it shouldn't have been to be honest.
Yeah. Okay. So Galyna, they're at what was this, like a car? One of their
They
car
opened
washes?
up another car wash. And this might be their second or third location, but they opened up another car wash.
Do you get car washes?
No.
Oh, I have a car wash membership.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah, I have a car wash membership, and my kids love going in the car wash.
Okay, no. I mean, like, I never, like, I hate, like, even in car washes have been so expensive lately. It's like $10 when you go. So it's like, no, thank you.
I don't know.
I will do it.
I have that like scanner thing. And so every time we pass by it, my kids are like, let's go in the car wash. I'm like, no. Like, no, okay, it's not happening. But we still do it. So anyways, it's an exciting time for all of them. They're opening up this car wash, and all of a sudden, this thing walks in. Masha comes in, and I'm like, what are you doing here? And Galyna goes crazy. Galyna absolutely goes crazy. And I understand
her face turns like you could just literally see like her blood boiling. You literally can see it.
Well, I understand why she went crazy. However, I mean, like we just like think about these things. And if you really think about it, like even Kella, like she clocked it when she was like, you literally did the same exact thing to Christy. You were
Yeah.
like cleaning her house, and she probably like, like people treat their cleaning people very well, typically. So it's like, I'm sure she was like so great and nice to you. And then you betrayed her by sleeping with her husband. So like with
But
this situation,
But this
Masha is like,
situation, no, this situation, I'm Team Galyna 1000%. Like, what are you doing here, little Masha? Like, why are you here? It has nothing to do with you. It's a business thing. Steven's not even here. Like, why are you standing here?
but this is like the moments when I'm like, this show is so good because Galyna was also made for TV. They don't care that they're being recorded. Where's like Galyna's parents? Like, what do you think they're saying?
I think they're probably in Russia and they don't see this.
Oh, you think?
Yeah.
No. Okay, what I don't understand is why Masha is acting like she's a Galyna. It's one thing to cheat on, cheat like with Steven, and that's her best friend, but she knows Galyna's involved in the business. So now Masha's acting like she's involved in the business, and I'm getting scared and uncomfortable.
But why, like, my whole thing is like for Steven, okay, if he like, because Steven Jr. told us, like, oh, I know my dad said no, don't come. Why do they not listen to you? Like, what, like, you're such a little, like, I don't even know. It's like it's like all bark, but no chew, or like whatever that saying is. It's like they don't listen to you because you just like you let things go with them all the time. It's like there's no consequences for you to say don't show up to my work events. Like you don't break up with her. You don't like, you probably buy her something. You probably bought her something the next day. It's like she should be so scared to show up to your work events because you said no.
Like if you think about like when Casey and Allie didn't go to Nashville, like I would have went to Nashville, but like they probably didn't go because these guys would have acted crazy if they ever went. Whereas in like Steven, like is just like you said, all bark, no bite. Like he doesn't actually like after all that. Oh my God. What can we talk to Steven? Like I need to speak to him because I just want to know his thought process, dude. I really, really do. And I want to know his like mom's thought process. Why am I caring about moms right now? But we saw his mom. His mom was really sweet on the last episode, by the way. But you know what? The way Steven Jr. is always the one talking people down, like he's smoothing things over, he's playing referee. It's sweet, but I feel bad for him. Like it's a lot of pressure for one person. He's 30 years old. That's a lot. And I just feel like he's dealing with things he shouldn't be dealing with.
Oh, and like he knows he has to be on it too, because like if he's not gonna do it, it's gonna like all hell is gonna break loose. So he literally has to like sit there and like calm her down, or she's not gonna be okay.
So people think that
it was so cute. Like my favorite part was like he's like, look, you got invited, and like it really did calm her down.
Oh my God, I swear to God, I was dying. I started laughing at that.
Me too. He's like, look, you got invited. Like, let's focus on the positive. And she's like, yeah. It literally like calmed her down.
Like they know, man. They know. It's so funny.
Well, and then like she literally is like, this is why it's the best show, because then she literally takes the invitation. She's like, that's why I'm invited and you're not. Like, ma'am, you just got invited. Okay, you literally just got invited.
You invited yourself, mama. Like that's what happened.
You asked the ex-wife, you asked the wife who you cheated on to if you can come.
And then she ends up literally chasing Masha out the door. And she's like, at that, like, I was dying. She's literally.
It was like her daughter was there and her daughter kept saying, stop, like, stop doing this, stop doing this, stop doing this. So it's like, it was just like, you could just tell no one could stop her at that point. It was real feelings.
But I didn't like the way Masha was talking to Galyna's 22-year-old. Like, that's weird.
No, Masha needs to go. Like, no one likes Masha. Sorry.
And it tells you, like, she's really out here trying to start problems. And it's like, okay, like your man's not even here. So why are you here right now?
And then I guess
like, we had Brooke. Then we had Chantal, think about it. Brooke, Galyna, like Brooke was just like popping up. Like, oh my gosh. Poor Tessa. Tessa's the one who's for sure seen things.
Oh yeah, because it's like the way that Steven picks these girls, it's like they need him and they rely on him and things. So it's like they need like a car, they need a place. I don't even know. So then it's like that they're there all the time.
Yeah, no. It was a lot. Masha ends up leaving though. It was like really like, and Galyna's so much taller. So it was funny. I don't know.
And like the way the best part is they start speaking Russian to each other. And she's like saying prostitute in Russian. she's like going at her.
It was so funny. I know a lot of people are like, they talk about Galyna and they're like, why do they keep Galyna around? Like she's also done crazy stuff. The thing about it, and I always say, like, it's definitely like a trust thing where like she knows shit for sure. And just because like in every business, like there's stuff to know. But the thing about like, I feel like cultured people, not saying anyone else is like this, but like a Russian or like how like they don't snitch. even if they like did her wrong, like I can't even see her snitching about anything. I see it being like empty threats.
Yeah. We asked Steven that. Like I literally said, like, can't you find another CFO? And like it really comes down to the trust. And then like their business is so complex that like they need her.
Yeah, for sure. Now, back to wedding planning. And Allie asked Steven about Kella coming to her wedding. And he says she's coming. And Allie was super cool about it. I was actually shocked by how cool she was. Because, like, you know, like weddings are so intimate that you want people to be there that, like, you look back on pictures and you're like, oh, because, like, right now, like, let's say Steven gets married. And then his wife looks back at, like, Allie's pictures and she's like, why would you bring, like, the girl that you weren't even dating? I would get pissed.
Yeah, but I also think from their point of view, it's like him and Kayla have been on and off so much that it's like, okay, you might as well just bring her. Like it's cool.
Well, I'm curious on people's thoughts on a +1 because I remember getting invited to my best friend's wedding at the time, which I was a very close friend of hers, and me and my husband were like dating for like 5 years, 6 years, and I was going to bring him, and she said I couldn't bring a +1 unless I was like married.
I mean, but we traditionally don't give out +1s. Like you don't just give out
Chantal,
+1s.
her wedding wasn't a traditional wedding.
I
Like
know, but
she got married to someone else from a different culture, like two different things. So and they all like were bringing people they were not married to.
I think it depends on your venue size. I think it depends on a lot of things. So if you're having a smaller wedding and your venue size doesn't make it, you're not going to give out +1s to everybody. But
Do
I
you
think
that people have the right to say, like, if you're going to bring a +1, like it, because I would not want people bringing random +1s. Like, you're not bringing your friend.
no, you can't dictate. That's tacky. You can't dictate who someone's going to bring. You either give it +1 or you don't.
Well, then I'm glad that we don't do that stuff.
Yeah.
Because like,
because you put on the invitation like Miss Roxanne and guest. Like you're not saying Miss Roxanne and,
oh, yeah.
and boyfriend. Like you have to say and guest, and like they get to pick who that guest is.
Well, the people that I like invited for at work, like if I knew they didn't have a boyfriend, I just put or a girlfriend or whatever, I just put their name.
Yeah, so like you were being picky about who you gave +1s to. So, and people do that. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think a lot of people do that.
Yeah, oopsies.
No, I think it's fine.
Yeah. By the way, so like the prenup conversation gets brought up again, and I feel like I'd kind of be pissed. Like I 100% agree with like the prenup stuff, the Steven stuff, like him saying it all. But like as like an Allie, I would be watching that and I'd be like, Steven, you are so annoying for doing that. And because you're like putting stuff in his head and pressuring him. And that's probably why he's having anxiety because he doesn't want to do it. But like he should do it. And that's where the dad should come in, like before he got engaged. Like literally, like if I was like the dad, I would literally be like to all my boys, listen, before you get married, if this is important to us, like before you like talk about marriage with them, like ask them about this, see what they say. If they agree with it, and then you guys are comfortable to propose, they're not going to churn on it because you guys had this conversation already. So I think that's like what like a dad should do. I just think that, you know, Steven the dad is just having a little bit of a midlife crisis.
He's probably going to give Masha some percentage, but who knows?
Oh my God, I swear, so true. Like as if well, how about when we asked Steven, we're like, why don't you guys sign an NDA? And he's like, we're not smart enough to think that far. I was dying. Oh my gosh, that was so funny. But yeah, well, we see in the previews, by the way, that Kella didn't even come.
Yeah. I mean, he ended up telling us like the last conversation he had with her was that conversation we saw like of, you know, her moving out.
Oh, you're so right.
So
good on her though, like low key.
Yeah, like I think
his family doesn't like her. And I understand doesn't like her. Like I actually get it, but like they're just not a match for each other. They you know, Steven messed up by getting his family involved. Like it's never smart to get your family involved.
And he recognized it and he said he wouldn't do that again.
And it's never like also right. Like, oh my gosh, I would never text. But actually, Chanel, me and you text like crazy things to each other. So if someone saw our phones, like, yeah, that wouldn't be good. Because I'm like him texting his mom and her seeing that. But like,
no, I think that's fair for him to text his mom. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
But I'm just saying, like, Kella would never be able to get over that. Like, if they got married and had kids, like, she'd be like, I'm not going to your mom's house. Remember when she said this about me? And that's like the worst thing that could possibly happen. So, but like, I want her on the next season.
I know. I wonder how that's going to pan out.
I wonder when they're going to film the next season.
Yeah, because they haven't started, unless they started filming. Maybe, do you think they're going to start filming now?
I don't know. By the way, their daughters are so cute. Jesse's daughter and Cole's
Yeah,
daughter.
I know. I was looking at
You
photos.
can tell that they're like so, the first, like, especially I think it was Casey's daughter, like she's the first. So like everyone's just so obsessed. Like babies really do bring so much happiness into like families. Not like, like at that stage in life.
Yeah, because then you're just like, it's like, what were we talking about? What were we doing if it wasn't revolved around the babies?
Yeah. Overall, I think it's a great episode. I'm so sad that the season finale is next week.
Yeah. We're going to get to see the wedding finally.
Yeah, I know. Let us know your guys' thoughts on the episode overall. I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. I even live tweeted about it on X, and it was a good time. So we'll see how next week goes. But thank you guys so much for listening. We'll be back with a Love Island reunion and Miami and Orange County.
Bye, guys.
Bye.